hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Karl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy, fighting the internet in Suffolk in England. For those who know, this office has got shit internet connection. I'm watching it deteriorate as I go through this. Anyway, I'm going to do my best to help you tonight. We're going to be talking about empowerment tonight, and what a crazy, crazy weekend we have just come off of. And it has been truly, truly amazing. For those people who aren't aware, we had Hypnotic Masterminds, which is the group, the global group that we have for our hypnosis community. Most of you are in it. If you're not, it's let me have a look here. Should have thought about this first, shouldn't I, Carl? It's here we go there. So Hypnotic Masterminds on Facebook, and we went live. We had Freddie Jacquin there. For those who don't know the Jacquins, we had the Jacquins there. We had Sammy Blindell, One Drop. They're an amazing business person, lovely person. We had Barry Neal, we had Kaz Riley, we had a guy called Matt Elwell from the Business Academy. You had me gobbing off all the time. We had our firewalking team, Steve Kinsvallis from the firewalk.co.uk, making Janet Thompson there as well to talk about energy. I'm still pumped from it, and I'll be brutally honest, last night we didn't go live because I was absolutely exhausted from the weekend. And just to let you know, it's where are we? See if I can paste that in here. Can I? Oh, it's not up there yet. Yeah, we just had a cracking time. And if you did miss it, if you did miss this weekend's event, you can actually still be involved, and you can purchase it. You can purchase all of the presentations and everything like that. So that'll be online this week for sale. But you can purchase it now if you go to www.hypnotist.live. If I just put this in, if I just put that in. Anyway, tonight we're going to be talking about, if you go to hypnotist.live, you'll see it on there. You can pre-purchase it now. So you're looking for Hypnotic Masterminds 21. So yeah, it's been a blast of a weekend, and I just wanted to, because the internet, let me just tell you, I love going live every night, but one of the biggest stresses I have, which is throwing me out of kilt, is the internet at the office, and it seems to be deteriorating. So I've got 2 quotes to have fiber optic banged into the office. Woo-hoo! So we don't have all of that. So without further ado, we're going to be talking about empowerment tonight, some of the things that came up. You know, at the end of the day, it was a cracking weekend. And for anybody that's on it, that was with us, just let us know what you thought. James, you first out of the box tonight. Well done. David Carson, hope you're well, dude, buddy. Hope you're feeling all right. David Carson, there we go. Tracy Ryan, hope you're well. Eric Morant, hope you're well. Colette McHugh, David McHugh, good morning to you. Where are we? Martin Ballum, hello, buddy. How are you? Wendy Serber, I hope you're well. Stevie, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. Max, hope you're well. Hope you're fine. John Cleland, great to meet you, my friend. At the weekends. Kathleen McIntosh, hope you're well. Lou, yes, I think it's stuttering. Lou works in the office for those people who don't know, and everything is off, and it's anyway, it doesn't make no difference. Swift, hope you're well, buddy. Maxine, hope you're well. Carla, what did you just put? Oh, in Hong Kong, I misread that. I said UK. I was going to say, how did you end up coming back to the UK? Go away. So yeah, we got there. Oh, by the way, some of you may notice as well, we haven't got the studio set up properly. It's just a case of we're doing a bit of a swap round because we're going to start renting this out for you guys to come do your online courses. Jules, hope you're well. Wendy, I hope you well. I don't have any words to express have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, guys, you may not have been there in person, but you can still buy the weekend if you want to. This isn't about that tonight. I think none that. How you getting on? Just a quick hello, as I have no Wi-Fi. It seems to be like everything's crashing. Steve, lovely to meet you the weekend. Yes, this is where this lot all got together and got freaky. Lee, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Lee, they're building that massive sound studio here, mate. You must have your ears ringing out. Amazing time, met some beautiful people. Yeah, mate, it was fun. Now I've just figured out why we've got lack of internet. It's because the heavens have just opened. So guys, for those that have never watched me before, normally I don't waffle on, but I'm having to watch a little indicator just here telling me that the Wi-Fi is shit, and we've got a thunderstorm. That's why. So let's get straight to it. Ronald Perry, hope you're well. Cynthia, sweetheart, hope you're well, hope you're fine. Don't forget, you can, if you want to, buy this weekend's thing there. All right, so there we go. Guys and girls, one the key things that I wanted to get out tonight before I do lose the internet is about clear line of focus. And I'm not going to mention, because she's probably watching just now, is about focus and having something, an objective to look for. And that's what I wanted to discuss tonight. Is I want you to be able to have focus. A lot of people, what we were discussing over the weekend is a money mindset. Now, it's not about greed. Before you poor bastards sit there going, oh, it's about money. Look, we all do this because we love helping people. But sawdust is not nutritionally good for our bodies. And there is no point in you doing this if you're not getting some form of energy back. Now, I get it. Some therapists go, yes, but I do it for love. Yes, it isn't going to fucking pay for anything, all right? And I do it for this. And some people are really scared of business. This is what I'm on about, folks. You business person first, a marketer second, and a therapist third. If you get them the wrong way around, you're merely a hobbyist. You're merely a hobbyist. And I have to say that you are just a hobbyist if you are just doing that. And I don't want to hear, well, my partner brings in a lot of money, so I don't have to do it. You're still a fucking hobbyist. All right? Don't care. I don't give a monkey's rat's ass. And tonight I wanted to bring you to your attention. I want you to start giving yourself goals. I have 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals, right? And I have targets. There are 50k targets. There is not anybody not watching this channel now. Nobody on this channel now can say that you cannot do it, right? I told the story about me. This week, okay? And this will tell you, and I will even bring on my ex-wife Amanda, and our son's there, funny enough, my ex-wife Amanda, to tell you the story that 6 or 7 years ago, this Karl was sticking his hand down the back of sofas trying to find a £10 note just so he could fill his car up. That's genuine, right? And that's one of those genuine things. I was one of those people that every weekend when I had to work and I had to drive, I would pray that I could find a £10 note. It was not because I was reckless with money. It was a case of I was in the police, set money, that's it. £2,300 a month, which, is a lot of money. Yeah. However, I was on £2,200, £300 a month. Let's say 2,500 UK pounds, right? So I'm fairly restricted in cash. I had a mortgage. I had a car because I had to get to work. Amanda had a car because she had to get to work. We had a young baby. And as a young family, we didn't realise the expense, even though we do know. We did not expect, the expense that went out. And it got to the point where really I was in a full-time job and praying and hoping and just, it was there £3. Could I find a pound coin here? Could I find and I genuinely was. And this is what I want to get across to you tonight, is that when I'm talking because I put the hard fucking work in. And anyone who knows me knows that I work really hard for this profession. I love it. I love doing the stuff for you guys. I love seeing people thrive, and because I know what it's like to stick my hand down the back of a sofa trying to find a tenner, even a fucking fiver sometimes, and sitting there going, yes, I found a quid. You know, I know that feeling, but I've moved on from that. And, you know, with at least, you know, with the time I've wasted, what I'm giving you, right? If you implemented, what am I on that look for? If you implemented what I teach you, if you implement and you listen and don't sit and go, I ain't got fucking time, right? Then guess what? Those people that could resonate with that, I'm looking for a £10 note down the back of a sofa, you'll come out of it. I'm telling you now, folks. And it's all well and good for me, because somebody said this to me, you know, you're sitting there fucking rubbing your nose in about Breitling watches. I wear Breitling watches. I love Breitling watches, right? I love it. And those people that know me know that that's my vice, for want of a better word. Some people like cars, some people like, I don't know, shoes. I like watches. Simple as. And the thing is that if I'd have thought back 7 years ago that my cheapest watch, I'd have spent £2,500 on it, I'd have laughed in your face. I think that would have been a dream. I think that would have been a dream. It really was. And it's through hard work. It's through just me giving you everything I can, and not having a fear. Now, let's talk about this. Working hard. The reason I give you most of the information that I give you is because I'm teaching you where I've cocked up. That's what this channel's about. Okay. I'm teaching you, right? I'm teaching you what's best practices after I've cocked up. So you're getting 5 years worth of material, right? You're getting 5 years worth of my cock ups, right, being discarded, and me going, this is the way, do this and it will come. And that's the point, folks. That's the point. If you do it, if I do this, we were talking about this, I do this because I want this profession to thrive. I don't want this profession to sink away, and I definitely don't want it in medical hands. I'm very open about that. I don't want the medical profession near hypnosis. It'll just cock it up. It'll just screw it up, right? And the key thing is that all those hours of hard work, years ago, you know, I got taken to court years ago, and Charlene's on here at the moment. And I'll tell you now, I was scrimping and scraping around because I got taken to court by some shitbag. Anyway, it doesn't make no difference. I got taken to court and I lost the court case. Well, in fact, I didn't lose it. I just didn't know anything about it. It just popped up. And I desperately needed £1,000. The UK Hypnosis Academy was going to go under. It was 4 years ago. It nearly went. It nearly collapsed. And then one of Charlene's relatives just stepped in and said, here's the money. And it saved it. And I from that moment then as well, I went, you're either in this to win or you're getting out. And the key thing is that I made a decision that I was going to throw everything at this. And I did. I threw everything. I threw every single penny that I had into my company. I invested in lights and cameras and computers, in cables. Fucking love. You want cables, honestly. I can talk to you about cables all day long. Yeah, the office, the complex, the studio, and I've invested it in myself and the business. Why? Because I want it to thrive. And the key thing is that's what you've got to do. And I know it, I get it. And we were listening, when I was listening to people this weekend, and I like to keep grounded, and I like to sit there and just keep my hands on the floor, because I have had an acceleration. But on the same token, I want you guys to realize that if you are earning 15 grand at the moment, if you are earning 20 grand at the moment, if you are earning 25 grand at the moment, I want you to make a promise to yourself. I want you to make a promise to yourself that the minimum from today, the 5th of October in England, the 5th of October, that in a year's time that you'll promise yourself to look at over 50K. The biggest thing that I find with people is, because I don't have any fear, which is great in some respects and terrible in other ways, is that is that what you've got to learn is that if you have that mindset, if you have a mindset of, well, I only need, I've come out of a job of £29,000, and I need to just get £29,000, you'll only go as far as £29,000. You need to set a strategy in place today. I want you to set a strategy in fucking place today to stop thinking of 15 grand, of 20 grand, of 29 grand. I want everybody at a minimum of 50K. Now, some of you will be going, you're talking bollocks, Carl. That's £1,000 a week. But I'm telling you now, if you listen to everything that's on my channel, you'll piss 50K. You'll piss it. You'll absolutely piss it. You will absolutely nail it. Now, I'm prepared to do one night a strategy. I'll sit here with the board, with the little board, and we'll go through what you've got to do. But that's one of the key things. And me, Freddie, Kaz, Barry, Janet, Steve, everybody was there, and we all just chatted about this. And I thought tonight, well, let's go talk about that tonight. Let's talk about this, because it is a dirty subject. Lots of therapists don't like it. Lots of people won't like you succeeding. They won't. There are tossers out there that hate success. And do you know what? That drives me. That drives me. I want it to drive you. I want you to be fearless when it comes to it. I really do. Because I was talking to a young lady today, and I think she's watching right now. And her mindset is that she used to earn £34,000. I'm not going to mention any names, but she used to earn £34,000. And I said, that's all well and good, but why are you not aiming for 50? Which, you know, if she's in a job, why can't she do that? And if you look at it, if you look at your prices for starters, this could go on all night about self-worth. This could go on all night about self-worth. You guys have invested your time in me on this channel, invested your time on my courses in me, and you've invested your time in everything else that you've done. Why cannot some of you get your fingers out of your ass and tonight or tomorrow morning, wherever you are in the world, is go to your website and put it as one of your sessions or your packages. One session is a minimum 100 UK pounds. If you're charging 35 or 45 or 55 or 75 pounds, bollocks, pump it up to 100. And I don't want to hear, I really don't want to hear, well, down the road, they're charging. I couldn't give an arse. I really couldn't give a shit. Louise will tell you, Kevin that was in the office earlier and Paul were in the office earlier, right? But Lou missed them, but they were all here. Plus another guy that may well be joining us as well. That means in total on the next diploma, I'm teaching three people that are within 2 miles of this office. And I couldn't give a shit what they charge. I really couldn't give a shit what they charge. Do you know why? They will be charging more than £100. But do you know why I don't care? Because they're not me. People around here, some people will absolutely hate me. They'll hate this channel. Other people love it. And you've got to look at it. You are the only. I said this a few weeks ago. You are the only. All right. You are the only. There is only one of you. And I want you to embrace that and stop with this fucking mindset, this mindset of, well, I can only do 30 grand. I can only do 25. And you might think, yeah, you're a smart ass, Carl. But the reason I told you about the £10 car with his hand down the back of the sofa is because that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was. Simple as. And I know some of you are like that and thinking, well, I'd like to be able to have a fucking Breitling watch or a brand new car. And the next week is going to be devoted because we've got people coming in to be interviewed this week and stuff. But next week, from Monday all the way through, next week we are going to do nothing but a business strategy every single night. We're going to do business. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to cut it back to business again. I'm going to go back to fundamental basics. I'm going to show you how to build that plan. Some of it is going to cost you money. Some of it's going to take a lot of fucking time. Anyone who knows me knows the other day we finished the empowerment day, and I shit you not, there's a board here. Honestly, I sat there the other day going, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But I'm streamlining down. And for those people that were there the other day, I'm streamlining everything down. The masterclass is the thing that I'm going to be doing. The masterclass is the thing that I'm going to be doing in the future. In fact, I don't think the diploma will survive. Do you know why? Because I want to be able to do more than that. And I'm always developing. You're going to see it over the next few weeks. I ditched certain things as well. 1 and 3 month mentoring, now gone. They'll be gone by tomorrow morning. 6 month mentoring is the only thing I'm doing. That's the only thing I'm doing now. And I'm up in the game. Because I don't give a shit, and I don't want you guys to have a shit. And I know some of you are thinking, well, fuck it, I can't find a tenner. I want you to know that we've all been there. I want you to know that we've all been, and I'm not even where I want to be yet. I've got up here at the moment, because I'm at a fairly good 6-figure number. I want you guys to be at 6 figures. I want you to be at 50K. I want you to get to 6 figures. And I want you to have the mindset of 7 figures. Because I've got the mindset of 7 figures. I ain't got 2 fucking ways about it. I don't give a shit. I have got I will do 7 figures in this profession. And I want you to go with me now. I want fucking 6 figures. I'm not selling you anything. I'm just giving you a belief. That's all I am. I'm just giving you a belief. That's all I want you to do. I'm not selling you fucking toffee. I want you to believe that if you are at £20,000, to set a mindset. We are in a game. We are in a profession, a game. Not I said that, a profession where we tell people to have a great mindset. Yet we cannot. Some people cannot get over their own fucking selves. They can't get over that financial barrier because it is one of the taboo subjects in this profession. It is a taboo subject. A massive taboo. We don't talk about money. No, we're therapists. We do it for fucking pixie dust. And we don't. No, we don't do it for pixie dust. No, we don't. I like taking the kids out. I like going out. I like doing stuff, and I like doing my thing. And I like having my things, and I like having a lot me and Stan. You know, all of those type of things. I love all that. And I've got more to come. But on the same token, I want you to set an objective tonight, and I want you before I get to Monday to have the fucking mindset, because that's where you're going on Monday, for 50K. Some of you might say, I'm over 50K already. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The tax man's going to be up with us. Like, yeah, the tax man like me, 40 grand in taxes I've paid in the past couple of weeks. It's not bad, is it? Considering a fucking tenner down the back of a sofa once. I'm next week from Monday all the way through. Monday, what we're going to be doing is, Monday we're going to be going on a strategy, doing a strategy week. And the key thing is that I want you to have that mindset. I just need to check something in my calendar while we're just doing this. Is that I want you to have that mindset by next week. And even if I just check something, which I know that. Damn you, Smith. Well, folks, guess what? We can't do it next week. It's going to be this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, I'm going to cancel my interviews because I've got things that I've got to do and I can shift them to next week. This week, I'm going to be setting aside a template for you so then you can do that. And if I can get across to you tonight, to just change your mindset regarding that, I am not selling you nothing. I'm on, and those people, you know, that know me, I'm on a mentoring course and it cost me 17.5, 18 grand, right? A year for my mentoring. My job is to open that up for you, to show you that, all right? because that is one of the biggest things that gets people. It's one of the biggest things that gets people is fear and not knowing. I'm going to dedicate this whole week, this week, not next week. We are going to dedicate this week to going back to fundamental basics and changing your mindset. I want you, wherever you are in the world right now, listening to this, to understand that if you are on £20,000, I want you to start thinking, I want 50. If you're on benefits at the moment, knowing that you can, with simple things that I'm going to show you, start to earn the £100 that are going to earn you the £1,000 eventually. And I want you to believe, because I didn't believe, and I had to sit there and go, I want that. I have a 6-figure mindset with a 3-figure business. But that's the key thing there. But the point is that there's nothing stopping you getting to that 50K first, Levi. There is nothing. There is nothing with some literally, there is nothing stopping you with a mindset of going, I want to earn 50K and I'm going to target myself 50K. What do we do when we do future pacing with our clients? Why are you not future pacing yourself? Right? Everybody, not just Levi. Why are you not future pacing yourself? Why are you not going left foot forward, right foot forward? For those who know. Why are you not going, I'm going to do 50K? Because it's that mindset there that will keep you fucking stuck wherever it is. And it seems really hard. I get it. I really do get it. I really do get it. But there was 50 plus people in that room. And that was one of these things that made me think I was exhausted yesterday. My body was just like, we've all had man flu. So we've all had a bit of little the rough ends of man flu. But the thing is that, yeah, I was exhausted yesterday. But I sat there and I just went, I'm doing that. I want my first paying client after that. I'm flying. Yes. And the reason behind that this weekend, right? The reason behind this weekend is to change people the way that you think. You think about it, right? For those people that are there or ever done it before, you imagine walking up to a fire that's at around 700 degrees Celsius. That's what, 13, 14 degrees Fahrenheit, 13, 1400 degrees on Fahrenheit. You think about sticking an arrow up against your throat. You think about walking over glass. You think of all the strange ass things that I get up to, throwing myself out of aircraft, going up to Everest, doing all those things. They're the things that push. And if you imagine when you're walking up to that fire or you've done something dangerous before in your mind, you've done it before. It's all in your coconut. That's all it is. It's all in your coconut. And that's why I do stupid things. That's why I jump out of aircraft, go up to Everest, do other stupid things, because it pushes me and pushes me and pushes me. Because one day, and I said this the other day, one day somebody's going to say to me, you ain't going to be able to do that anymore. And I physically will not be able to do it anymore. I physically won't be able to do it. And I'm not ready for that day. I'm ready to just keep fucking doing stupid shit. I really am. But I really, really, really want you to start getting that, changing that mindset. You sit there and you future pace your clients, but you don't future pace yourself. If you're a coach and you don't have a coach, you're talking, you're not congruent. Why are you asking your clients to have a coach when you don't have a coach? I have a coach and my coach has a coach. And my idea this week is to fill those voids and to make you think that, and make you register and make you quite clear that you can. Because it is a mindset, people, and it is. And you're sitting there telling people, and I think you just got to be congruent. I listened to it all weekend. I really did. If you see 4 clients for 3 sessions, you just need 4 clients per week. This is 4 this week, 3 sessions, 4 next week. There we go. Yeah, you just double it like that. I move my mind. Yeah, you will do. And the key thing is that's why those 55, 60 people that were in that room have now gone, fuck it. And for those who don't know what that is, let me just show you something. let me just show you something. If you want to, you can do this. I think we did it once before. I think we did it not so long ago. But the video that you'll see on Hypnotic Masterminds is, for those people who know, left foot forward, right foot forward, hands on hips, elbows all the way back, head up into the sky. Fuck it. And just say fuck it really loud. And the point being is if you teach your clients that left foot forward, that right foot forward, their hands on their hips, arms all the way back, look up high and just shout fuck it, or just shout yes I can. Watch what happens when you do that. I ask you to do that right now. To do it and then sit there and just go like that. Look up to the sky, because we had from day one on that empowerment course. I'll tell you now, right, that was 2 days and it felt like 2 weeks, but it was so much fun. Everyone who's there knows what I mean by that, is that there's so much going on. But the point being is that if you sit there and you get yourself into that mind frame, you sit there and go, look up and just do that and just go, yes, I can. Physiologically, your body will make you change. Physiologically, your body will change and you will have a different mindset. There's a lot more into that about physiological stuff and about how we react and all that type of stuff. But I want you to look at it. I want you to think, no, that you can do it. Because that was one thing that I got out of this weekend. There's a lot of people that their mindset, they coach people but do not have a coach. And my job is to teach you. Let me just turn that off as a reminder. And that's what I want you to do. Yeah, at the end of the day, I never believed that I would ever be in the realms of earning £80,000 a year. I was never in the realms of realizing that this business could go over 100k. I was never thought that this business would go over 140k, but it did. I never believed, and then I set my targets, and then I got a coach. And that's what I want you guys to do. It's not about money. It's not about me sitting in fucking Brighton watching a BMW. It's not that. It's not that. It's just I listened to people this week and I just thought, we're teaching people to have a better mindset, yet therapists don't. I'm asking you to now put on a mindset now of saying, I will earn £50,000. And guess what will happen? Future pace it. Stand there and do it. All I want you to do now is I just want you to look what it would look like now. Stop for a moment. Take a nice big deep breath. Breathe out. And what I want you to do is I want you to just have a look now by closing your eyes, what it would feel like, look like, smell like, anything like that to have be in that 50k bracket now. I want you to think about that right now. You're absolutely right, Ronald. And if you haven't read Napoleon Hill's book, by the way, then it's always worthwhile that you go away and go look at that. All right, because it is. Thank you, Kathleen. And the key thing about this is that I want you to register. I want you to register that. That was my key thing tonight, is I want you to register. I want you to write it somewhere. I want you to have something written on the wall saying, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to implement online strategies. It doesn't cost anything to go on YouTube. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And in your first few weeks, you're going to go, I've got nobody there. I've got nobody on there. Who gives a shit? That'll be legacy work. People will find that later on down the line. I was doing YouTubes and I was like that. I was doing YouTubes and go, no, fucking YouTube doesn't do anything for me. But I changed my mindset 5 months ago. 5 months ago, we started this. 5 months ago. And I changed my mindset. And I went, yes. And you've got to do that. You've got to change it. Last night, for instance, Facebook collapses. Facebook collapses. And people lost their businesses last night. Not literally, but you think about all the people last night that shit themselves because they couldn't contact people, because they couldn't get into their business pages. Everything they built was all on Facebook. What have I maintained with you lot all the time? Get on all the platforms. The only night, mind you, I did choose a good night that to get the message out there. But building this YouTube channel is one of the biggest things that's ever helped my career. Being at Hypnothoughts Live and this have been the biggest things in my career. So I just ask you guys to think about it. Those people that go, well, I don't know if I can afford to go to Vegas, right? Change it. Go to Vegas next year. If you haven't got a YouTube channel, get it now. That's what you've got to do. And like we did the other day, Wendy, and for those people, just that tapping point, just before we went on, for those people who don't know, just sit there and just tap that fatty chunky bit and just do this now. I can do this, I will do this, 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 I can do this, I will do this. Swap hands, I can do this, I will do this, 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 I can do this, I will do this. Put your hands out in front of you. Just feel that new energy going through your hands now. You need to change your mindset, folks. Wasn't there a hypnotherapy 5 years ago? Wasn't there a hypnotherapeutic method of looking ahead 5 years to your own success, then work backwards, going over what you did? Yeah, there is. There is. Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, just keeping it simple for people. I think just future pacing, and I think just looking at what you want and then figuring out how you're going to do it. Some of you haven't even got online material, you know, and stuff like that. You've really got to have it. Our neurology embraces what neurology embraces. What you, ooh. Yeah. And it is a taboo subject, and I know people don't talk about it, and I don't like ramming it down people's necks. It's not about that. The point being for me is that after this weekend, it came to light for me that yes, we do it for love. But it doesn't pay the bills. It does not pay the bills. And if you're happy being like that, that's fine. The way that I look at it is there is nothing to be embarrassed about wanting to earn more money. I don't think there is. You know, some people, you know, if you get to a point, I know we were talking about at the weekend, we know millionaires that have just given it all up just to go live as a hermit. It's not just about getting 6 figures in the bank. It's not. It's about that fulfillment. It's about what makes you do it. But on the same token, you've got to realize that some of you with that mindset will change. And it's money is normally the biggest thing. Because money's slowing you down because you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I need you over the next 7 days to change that. I want you to change that. There would be nothing better than sitting there and watching you lot just grow and grow and grow. Because that's what I love doing. Let's see what's going on over here. Sitting here ranting and raving, Smith. Vegas was fabulous this year. I know, missed it. You can. Yeah, online material is on my radar. And we'll talk about that this week. I'll talk about how to get yourself started on just that. Just going back to it. I read it in a book called Flying Sports Weeds. Good book, but the method is Erickson. I think Eddie. Have your destination in mind. Enjoy the journey on the way. Gratitude and appreciation all the way. Yeah, absolutely. Grey indigo. Oh, hang on a minute. I had a Facebook friend request off of you, didn't I? I just saw that earlier. You ended up in Spamville. Anyway, but yeah. Musto. So yeah, so I think that's one thing that I want you guys to sit back and do over the next couple of days. Because I'm not going to do an hour tonight. The reason I'm not doing an hour is because I've got a little baby boy. My baby boy, my 12-year-old, is next door. And apparently he needs to go to bed early tonight. So I'm going to do that. But on the same token, that's your homework tonight. Your homework for the 15 minutes I'm going to leave early. I've got another 5 minutes with you yet. I want you to sit there and get a big, dirty magic marker, dirty, big, fat magic marker. I haven't got one here. And just write on a bit of paper, I can do this, I will do this, and then put 50k underneath it. I can do this and I will do this. I can do this, I will do this. And if you're not earning more than 50k, I want you to aim for a target of 50k, not 22, not 19. I want you to have in your head 50k. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like you to do that. If you're over 50k, aim for 100. If you're over 100, aim for 7. I don't care where you are. But I do know that I would strongly suggest that 85% of people, 85% I would strongly recommend of therapists are under 50. Most of the people who say that they are over tend to be full of bullshit, or really, you don't see them on Facebook. I know that much. I want you to go away tonight and write, I can do this, I will do this, and write 50k underneath it and put it somewhere strategic, on the fridge, on your cooker, on the bonnet of your car. I don't care. I really don't care where you write it. But if you're going to ask your clients to do better, then it's my responsibility to ask you to. And that is one of the key things for me that I picked up out of this hypnotic weekend, Hypnotic Masterminds Live. I want you to write, I can do it, I will do it, 50k under it. And over the next few days, we're going to go through some processes and you're going to do it. And one of those is you start pulling your finger out of your rectum with your YouTube channel. Because people buy people. They're not interested in a fucking lotus flower. If you're not interested in that, that's fine. I don't mind. It's not about me being an ego up the front here tonight. It's not. It's about me helping people. All right. Kathleen, Martin, I think it was one of the speakers Karl had on here. It was a lady, I can't remember. What was the question, Martin? I can. No, I don't know what the question was. And Jersh, Future Life Progression. And Jersh, Future Life Progression, about 2 weeks ago. That's. You're absolutely right, Karl. You're absolutely right on that. Is that I just don't get how we change people's lives. I have to do it all the time. I have to reevaluate what I'm doing. But I tend to not see. I've gone past the point of wanting to see clients. I'll be brutally honest. Whereas some of you are just starting up. The person that you're talking about is Future Life Progression, and it's on my YouTube channel. And her name was Anne Jersh. If you go to her website, she's on there as well. And that's the key thing that I want you to look at now. I want you to look at that. I want you to future pace yourself. I want you to tell you what you're going to do. Karl, to prove your point, I had a guy booking with me last week just because I was Marine Corps. People do buy people. They do, mate. They do. They do. They buy people. I had somebody tonight. I did a follow-up on a call that I had with about 2 weeks ago with somebody who wanted to train in hypnosis. And he went with another training provider who I'm hoping to get on here. And he said, I'll tell you what, Karl, he says, I know you can do it, but you're just not my style. And I was like, brilliant. But at least you know who I am and you know where I am if you need me. But on the same token, he's gone with another training provider who's completely Ericksonian, completely and utterly gone that way. And that's fine. But that's what you've got to do. See, people buy people. You've got to remember that. And this is why it's so vitally important that you start getting your name out there. Guys and girls, I'm going to love you and leave you a little bit early tonight because I want you to think about it. I want you to get a dirty big piece of paper and I want you to write, I can do it, I will do it, and put 50K on it. I want you to sign it at the bottom as a commitment to you. There is nothing stopping you doing that. There's nothing stopping you with earning 50K. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm telling you now. If you implement what I'm going to do over the next week, it will happen. I can conquer Everest. I can jump from a plane at 16,000 feet without a parachute and land on my feet, smiling. How's that? Yeah, Friday. Yeah. So for those guys who didn't get this weekend, Matt Elwell's lessons on there, and that Matt was on after me, and that was such a valuable lesson. Yeah, I'm going to say now, right? I'm going to say that if you get the the course, we recorded the whole course. If you go to hypnotist.live and go pre-order that course, that one lesson, if you listen, is unbelievable. That one lesson with Matt Elwell will change your business. I'm telling you now. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right there. Too many business. Yeah, and that's why I put business first, marketing second, hypnotherapist third. There you go. If ever you earn 50K, you're taking me to India. Not taking me to an Indian. I can do this, I will do this. I can do this, I will do this. If we are going to ask people to have a mindset and change their mindset, so should fucking you. Tonight is a lesson brought to you by Karl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy. I'm just full of funky ideas, and that's what we want to do. So I'm going to go because I'm going to go get my little boy something to eat. On the same token, we will be back here at 7:30 tomorrow. All right, we're going to be back here at 7:30 tomorrow, to which we are going to start the process of showing you how to do what to do. All right, I'll be happy with that. Don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up if you liked it. If you liked it, my name's Karl Smith. If you didn't, there's a nice subscribe button at the top, and it'll help you in life by moving on and backing off. All right. If I don't earn 50K in hypnotherapy, I will stay where I am at. Geronimo. There we go. You can do it, though. You can do it easily. You can do it. If you implement some of the stuff that I've told you, 50K is not a big deal. All right. I want you to start having that mindset. I can do this. I will do this. I can do this. I will do this. I can do this. I will do this. I can do this. And I will do this. And it'll happen. Folks, with much love, I'm going to love you and leave you tonight. I'll see you at 7:30 tomorrow night. Let's get ready to rumble. Boom. Don't forget, if you want hypnotic masterminds from the weekend, go pre-order it or join the Facebook group and it'll be on there. Guys, see you 7:30 tomorrow. Start playing it in your head. Start using it in your head. Start doing it, and guess what's going to happen? Bang, it'll happen. All right? Be safe, my friends. Go out there. Go change lives. And most of all, go out there and practice, 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 practice. And when you finish that, there you go. Go practice some more. Guys, see you at 7:30 tomorrow. And we're going to start a process that can help you change your life. Be safe. See you 7:30. Bye-bye.